Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Tell you what, it's been a fantastic day. Definitely interesting with everything going on. Another donation is very grateful. Got another screen here, as you can see. So now there's 3 screens. So definitely helps out with everything. So I appreciate it. I'm on here today to talk about conspiracy theory stuff because a lot of people believe everything that everybody says is a conspiracy. Unfortunately, that's false. I'm going to tell you why. When a person is just talking about something that they're guessing or it's just a story, then that's being a conspiracy theorist. But when someone's been through it, seen it, done things that are involved, it's not a conspiracy theorist. It's someone telling their story and their side. So technically, I'd be a witness, and that / whistleblower. So that is the difference, and that's what I am. I am what you call technically a whistleblower and a witness. Like I said, I've witnessed a lot of things in and out of the military. I've seen documents when I was. Because I had that clearance. Okay, a lot of people have clearances at certain levels, and a lot of things that I did and was involved in. That is why I had that specific clearance, and it wasn't the highest clearance, but close to it. So I can't tell everything, unfortunately. Like I said, that is involved because it puts certain situations in there and out there, and puts at risk. But I'll get into more details eventually as things are released, or when it comes to a point that it's not going to come out. Then, if they're never going to release it, I'll tell it because I'll get that information firsthand. Plus, my sources are all witnesses. Okay, they're all witnesses. They all were involved, so they're not conspiracy theorists and that. They are whistleblowers. 100%, just like I am. Eventually, I will blow the lid on a lot of things. But, like I said, just like my sources, I need to build up this channel and get more involved in that. So that way, when I have a certain amount of people that can get it out there and share it, a lot more than just a few. This way it gets out there and forces the hand of them to come out and disclose it. A lot of things are not being talked about. A lot of things are still being said about mythology and folklore, which it's not. It's happened. It's real. Or at least some things were real at the time. Through experimentations and stuff like that. So you got to remember, there was technology way back then. There was experimenting even back then. That goes far back, decades upon decades. Just like people are saying about the Boogosphere, that it's fake, it's this, it's that. There is that possibility, but I say highly unlikely. I have looked at things, pictures and that of this thing that they released. There's no welding. I mean, you could tell if something was made from our time because we don't have that technology and ability. Well, we do, but don't. Let's put it that way. But for as far as going for a Boogosphere, now, have we witnessed this Boogosphere flying and landing and all that? No. But it is a person that came forward that has nothing to do with the government and doesn't have any background where the government would be involved. So now, I do question one thing, because it says that where the Boogosphere landed, nothing grows anymore. All the plants died and nothing grows anymore. Do I question the inscription? Yes. I do question that because it does look like it was etched in there by hand, almost like it was carved in. But you got to remember, if it's really 12,650 years old, that could degrade it, especially something that's flying and it's in all kinds of weather. Okay, uh, something like that could degrade in that. I do question a lot of things on that, and I'm not going to be 100% on this. And this is kind of being a little conspiracy theorist on that, because I've never witnessed anything found of that. I've seen these things flying over government bases and that, military bases, government bases, all this. And that's where most of these things are going on. Okay, let me put it that way. When you see a UFO, it's most likely either leaving a base or going, or most times you see it over the base. Reason why there's weapons in that, and they're really involved in this for some reason, and they have the ability to turn them off, they have the ability to switch the codes, they have the ability to do whatever. UFOs and these boogospheres. Now they can't test the metal to tell how far that's back, which is a little odd to me. So I question that. The resin, though, they're saying is 12,650 years old. So they're estimating that basically that the metal is as well that old. The fiber optics and that are in it also come back carbon dated, 12,650 years old. Here's my problem. I've expressed this already. Carbon dating is used by a computer. I don't trust computers. I don't trust any technology that we have, because it can't guarantee nothing. Never will, never can. Now, maybe later in the future, I could see it. But what I do believe that it is possible that it's older than that, and it's just carbon dating 12,650 years old. But here's the thing that no one's questioned, right? They said that Earth was around with humanity for 6,000 years. But yet, you're contradicting that, because here's the thing. You're saying that you're a narcissist. Because if you're going to tell me that humanity's been only on Earth for 6,000 years, but yet you're carbon dating things that are old, and especially technology at that, especially at technology, then you're full of it. Because there is no way that something like that is existing before mankind. So therefore, it is a proven fact, people, that humanity has been on Earth longer than what's being told. Now, there's stories, conspiracy theorists that are trying to claim that extraterrestrials came here on Earth, took some basically like ancestors of Homo sapiens and that created Homo sapiens, people like us. Full of it. You're full of it. Okay? I'm going to tell you that. Because there would be no advancement really from one thing to the next, and that would, no. And saying that they took their DNA and split it with us, I don't think so, because then why wouldn't they be interacting with us now? If they interacted back then, why aren't they interacting now? So there's a reason. There's a reason always for everything. Think about that. Think about that. So, do I believe that we were used as slaves from them? Possibly, yes. The mine, gold, all that and stuff. Very true. I believe that 100%. Because as you guys call them extraterrestrials, I call them fallen angels. Proven fact. They bring technology and always have, releasing technology, and that's what it says in the true Bible, from the one I have from the 1700s. One day I'll bring that out. As of now, I don't want to get taken. The possibilities of getting taken, that would be catastrophic. Yeah. All your Bibles nowadays have been rewritten. Back to the 1900s. Rewritten. 1800s, somewhat changed and was rewritten. farther back was rewritten, so on and so forth, until barely no writing. Now, there's true Bibles out there that are probably being hidden, that held every truth and everything that's real in every chapter. Like I said, there's so many books that are missing. Enoch and so on and so forth are missing out of the Bible. Why? So really, there is things that are being said that Enoch, there is books of Enoch out there supposedly. Do I believe that that was rewritten? No, because yes, I do believe that was rewritten. I do not believe. I think it's people realizing that these books and chapters were missing, so it was put out there because they didn't want to create something that would go above and beyond, as usual. So understand that, okay? And there's some stuff missing out of the Bible that you have. Yeah. And understand, do your research on King James. Do your research. Because he was a demonologist. His favorite thing was demons. Think about it. Really think about it. So how someone is about demons and demonology and that going to write a Bible and that about God and Jesus Christ and keep it true. Exactly. So that's my warning to you guys. Really, really pay attention, man. That's why I want you guys to come to my YouTube channel. This is why I want you guys to listen into my streams, because I'm getting the whole picture out there to you. Is there a God? Yes. Those that don't believe, that's okay. That's your choice. I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm not going to judge you. But maybe if you listen to my channel, maybe you'll get a little idea that could maybe think. But it's your choice if you choose to change or not. That ain't up to me. I'm on here for you. But Jesus Christ, yes, he was real as well. Was it true about the Virgin Mary? Yes. There's so much history into it. And it's described on scrolls. It's described in stones, basically, scrolls, tablets, stuff like that. So, if it's going through history, yeah. And a lot of stuff is popping up to be true. Sodom and Gomorrah, Noah's Ark, Moses. The more and more comes out, the more truth comes out, and scientists are getting baffled because they're not real scientists. They believe in what's science. Can you prove to me 100% fact of every scientific thing that you've talked about and described is 100% right? No, they can't. They estimate. All guesswork. Therefore, they are not real. Science isn't fact, people. So if you believe the earth is flat, that's your choice, but I'm going to tell you it's not. Do I believe that the earth rotates? No, I don't believe the earth rotates at the mileage that they're saying. No. Is there a slight turn? Yes, because if you pay attention, really pay attention, if you could stay up a whole day and night, and you pay attention how, if it was going at that speed, we would be going night and day so freaking quick. It's insane. Okay? Come on, think about it. Think about it. Now, do I believe the earth is completely round? No. I don't. I believe it's like a giant fishbowl. Okay, roundish, but you got them, things. Do I believe that there's no curvature? No, I know because I've seen classified information that says and proves otherwise. That information will come out, and I look forward to the day that comes out. I really do. Because then you guys know I was talking and speaking facts. Okay? But these documents do say that the earth is like a fishbowl. There is no gravity. It is magnetic push and pull going on. And your firmament is the result of that. It's like a force field that's going on that keeps you from space. Okay? So, those are facts. When those information comes out, I look forward to it. Because you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but there's proven fact that the Earth is 10 times bigger than what you're told, and that's why you can't really see the curvature. That's one reason. There's certain dimensions too. We see 3-dimensional. Technically, the Earth is 4-dimensional. Space is 5th-dimensional. So, it's infinite. Infinite space. Okay? You look at the moon, and you tell me you believe that's flat. You look at the sun, you tell me that's flat. Look at every other planet. Tell me that's flat. So why would Earth be the only one that's so-called flat then? When every other one's round? You see it. You look in a telescope and some planets, you can see them. They're round. Now, I believe there is a difference in Earth. Like I said, it's like a fishbowl from what documents have said. So, here's another thing. I'm going to blow your mind. They say the space station's out in space. No, it's not. Say satellites out in space. No, they're not. If you can't get a rocket out in space, how are you getting all that stuff? Do I believe they have drones out in space in Mars? No. If you can't get a rocket, a simple rocket out into space, then no. Because look at the freaking rocket curves every time that you go. A space shuttle goes up. They supposedly send out to go up into space. It curves. If you're going out of space, why is it curving? It would go straight up where you're trying to get out, right? Because they don't. It goes and then it lands somewhere else. Either probably, after, breaking apart, it comes and rests in that. I do believe that at a certain part they have something that releases that drops. They already on the ground technologically. Or what I believe is these people never get on the spaceship. It goes, it curves, and hits in far, far out in the ocean where no one can see. Into parts that no one knows. This is why I say Earth is 10 times bigger, people. Because anybody could see that if it would hit the ocean, if they're out on a boat, or if you're supposedly saying the Earth's flat, they'd be able to see. No. Earth is 10 times bigger. That rocket goes all the way around, disappears, and boom, splashes in water, deep water. No one's on it. No nothing. I don't even believe none electronics are in it. It's just a empty rocket. They launch it and can move controlled wise. That might be the only electronic really on that spaceship. So they're full of it. Come on. And I think Elon Musk has proven that because a lot of his rockets hit that firmament and blow up. So how is their rocket able to go through in his hand? Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying, people. Pay attention. Pay attention to every little detail and every little thing. If you're firing a rocket, it's going straight up. Guess whose rockets go straight up when he's trying to enter into space? Elon Musk. Go straight up. The ones that have blown up, it's proven. Fact. Might be a slight curve because it's fighting, the wind and all that stuff. And the magnetic field and stuff. So, I do believe that's, but it don't curve, and keep curving. No. So, like I said, and a lot of his stuff is also for show. Like I said, it's all game, entertainment. Keep the people quiet, keep the people, brainwashed. Because I do believe Elon Musk is Antichrist, 100%. And that's fact. Fact. Because everything he does is a great deceiver. He's lied about that, oh, AI is bad, but yet everything he creates is AI. AI is going to take over the world, but yet you're creating it. Now you're trying to take people's jobs away. Take money value away. Doing the implant. Mark of the beast. Mark of the beast, ladies and gentlemen. Elon Musk is Antichrist. Guarantee you, 100%. And it's unbelievable. And he's also a trillionaire. So we went from billions to trillions now. And he supposedly out of nowhere comes and he's a trillionaire. Questionable. Richest man on earth. Come on. Come on. The richest man on earth was Bill Gates, and then out comes popped trillionaire Elon Musk. And guess what? I've never seen Bill Gates with the presidents like Elon Musk always is, or anybody else that's rich and wealthy is not beside the president like that. Elon Musk is constantly beside the president. And being a trillionaire, that would mean he would control everything. Sorry, there's a fly. That means he would be control of everything because he's a trillionaire. Richer than even the president himself, richer than any man on earth. You wait, people. And he's technologically advanced. Everything he's made, AI, and highly advanced. Even his rockets. Like, come on. Really think about it, people. Pay attention. Pay attention. I'm warning you. It's that time. It's that day to realize honesty and truth. So, I'm just trying to help you guys out. But, I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to talk more here. Like I said, these are just, the start. Just the beginning. Each dream that you've seen is just the start. It's just the beginning. This is not the end. There's so much I know and so much that I could bring out, really. And if I'd go too fast, it's going to put me and my family in a situation, so I can't do that. But over time, and like I said, I got a lot of sources willing to come out. Tons. The ones that you see are just small compared to what I have. That's just small stuff you're seeing, people. So I would really subscribe, because guarantee it, and share it, and get others to subscribe, because the day is going to come when I'm going to rain hellfire on the government. And everything's going to come down. And I need you to back me up. So subscribe to everybody. The more people know, the less they can do. Except do the right thing and release everything. A big, huge disclosure day. It's just the beginning, people. UFOs, UAPs, extraterrestrials is just a small part. Just a small. It's a fraction. And before I go here, there's another mind-blowing fact. Extraterrestrials don't come from space. There might be some, but very few. 90% of your extraterrestrials live underground. They always have movies pointing to the skies, but the whole time they've been under your feet in a giant city underground. Fact. You have a great day. Think about it. And like I said, please subscribe, hit those thumbs up, comment. I will answer. I don't have a problem answering your comments. I answer every single body, every subscriber, every follower. I'm here for you, people. That is my duty, that is my job, and I will follow it. Have a blessed day.